We have a few minutes if anybody wants to say hello or share something.
Here, I'll.
Hi,
Hello.
Marcy.
And Lisa. Hi. And Dharma.
Most of my favorite people right there.
We just finished day 10 of our 40-day Kundalini practice that goes with our Kundalini teacher training.
Oh my goodness.
Like 5 minutes ago, we got off the mat, so here we are.
And now you're hungry.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So how is the yoga training? It's not yoga training, right? It's just a 40-day challenge.
No, it's a Kundalini yoga teacher training.
200-hour.
Yeah, the 200-hour one.
And we're starting off learning about Kundalini by doing 40 days straight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
Hi.
Summer Dawn is in the house.
I'm coming. There's Kimmy.
She's getting agua.
Okay.
Oh, my drink. Let me.
Oops.
Well, I won't even try to show you my desk right now, my office, because I've been making smudge fans and I have 3 projects going at the same time in my office, and you wouldn't believe. It's a good thing that you can only see this much of it. So this is for anybody who's joining that doesn't know already. This is our community Ascension portal community chat. And today is going to be, my co-host is going to be Summer Dawn from the Open Heart Sanctuary in Granbury, Texas. And Summer Dawn owns the Open Heart Sanctuary there and offers a lot of different things, yoga training, shamanic training, priestess training. It's a store. And there are also events that occur there. Every Wednesday night is free, free community night. And what else, Dharma? Tell us what all goes on there. Hi, Summer. Hi. You're all pixelated.
We don't have a good picture right now.
No, you're kind of pixelated. Okay, that's better. It's settling down. I think it's just because you were moving too fast, lightning woman. So, well, welcome everybody. Summer Dawn is with us. And I was just telling them a few things about you and the things that you offer there at Open Heart Sanctuary. And I know that you have an announcement for us, but that's not the full of it. I'm sure that you also have wisdom and knowledge and experience that you want to share with us as well. So I'm just going to let you take over the mic and tell me what you want to share.
I am Summer Dawn, and everybody here that's in the gallery is on the other side of the room. Those are some of our wonderful staff members and our yogis who are longtime members of the Open Hearts community, but we're also in a yoga teacher training right now. So we just left yoga and came into this meeting to gather with you. So I think probably I need just a moment to ground and collect after running through life today. So
Do you want to
if I can
take
just-
us, can you take us with you in this grounding? Okay. All right.
I would love to ground with everyone. You all would like to join me in placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, just connecting with your own body in the right here, right now. And beginning to feel with the hand that's on the belly, what it feels like when you take a big belly breath and the belly inflates like a balloon. And the slow, gentle exhale allows that balloon to gently deflate. Each breath inflating the belly. Gentle exhale. Big inhale inflates the belly, and on the exhale, we'll breathe out through the tailbone and down into the earth. Exhale down. Inhale into the belly. Exhale down into the belly of the earth. Each exhale, dropping an energetic cord deeper into the earth. Connection, an anchor, a grounding cord from your belly into the belly of the earth, connecting your womb space to the womb of the mother. Each breath nourishing and sustaining your body and hers. The consciousness that was sent from you down to the earth begins to float back up through the grounding cord that remains anchored. Spark of consciousness, presence and awareness floats up from the mother, up through your grounding cord, in through your root, up into your heart, into the mind, to illuminate the right here, right now, with all our presence, our focus, our awareness, and our care as the eyelids flutter back open. And we are here now. Thank you for that moment.
Yeah, that was good for us too.
So, welcome to Patricia's podcast, and welcome to Open Hearts Yoga Sanctuary and Crystal Boutique. We are a spiritual wellness center and community in Granbury, Texas, which is about 45 minutes southwest of Fort Worth. And here in this space, we have a big, beautiful crystal shop. a metaphysical library, a gorgeous yoga studio and meditation classroom. And we gather here each and every day to practice yoga and meditation together, to join in community circles for energy healing shares, Reiki shares, sound bath, drum circle, all of the things that heal and soothe your nervous system and give you connection to self and community. So we're here on a daily basis to serve Granbury and beyond. And then we also offer quite a lot of special events, intensive healing containers, intensive training containers, and then all kinds of fun too, joining together in holistic fairs where people from all over Granbury and DFW come in and share their gifts and their talents and their healing with the world. So yeah, we're here in our sacred space, and I feel like when Patricia comes back online, maybe I want to take the camera and take you guys through the space, or maybe while we're waiting for her, maybe that's what I'll do. So
I
right
am
now,
online. I am online. Yeah, I'm on
Here we go.
twice. I have it on my computer and on my phone.
Okay, great. Another
So I'm
screen.
here.
Another screen's popping up, so that I lose your face sometimes.
Okay, I'm here though. I'm maintaining the Facebook. We're live on Facebook as well.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. So that's a little bit about just structure of Open Hearts. And I want to see if I can change my phone so that the screen stops flipping. And if everybody puts their phone on mute, then it'll stop flipping to wherever the sound is located on.
I have everybody on
my
mute
phone.
now. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'd love to talk about just for a moment how I met you, Patricia.
Okay.
So there was a time in this sanctuary where we were so busy that I was unable to participate in other outside activities, and then came the pandemic, and things slowed down in Granbury, Texas, and I began to take Open Heart Sanctuary medicine on the road, and I began to participate in the holistic fairs and the metaphysical fairs in DFW. And at that time, those fairs were so busy that I was unable to connect with the other vendors, but I kept coming to vend at these other shows and these other venues. And I would see Patricia, but I would never have time to talk to her. And so finally, I just booked an appointment with her at her house. I was like, I'm obviously not going to be able to connect during work time. So I've got to connect during playtime and healing time. And so I think that's been more than 2 years ago. And I was so drawn to your energy and to what you were offering, and so valued what you were doing, that I asked you to come in and be a guest teacher in our mystery school here. And
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
and we have developed a wonderful friendship and a wonderful relationship over the time of sharing space and sisterhood here together. And so Patricia comes to see us here in Granbury for the metaphysical fairs when she can, and then also comes to teach and facilitate anywhere between 6 and 9 times a year. So we're blessed to be able to have her here. And thank you for having me here with you on the online space, and thank you for coming here to Granbury to be with us for all the things that we do here. The mystery school here. It was interesting how it came about. There's a lot of longtime practitioners here, that teach and are also students here. I'm a student here as well as a teacher here. And when we first opened, which was 5.5 years ago, we were doing staff training because all of us had expertise in different fields and none of them were the same. So we were training this metaphysical staff to work and bless this metaphysical spiritual wellness center. And so we met every afternoon on Tuesdays for a 3-hour training, and somebody else would speak and talk and teach on their subject. And we did that for about 6 months, but customers could come in during that time. And they would come in and they would be shopping for crystals, but they could hear what we were saying and what we were talking about. And they would say, well, is this a class? You know, can I sit down? Can I come in? And of course, if they came in and wanted to sit down, we just let them come in and sit in on our staff training. But then it got to be a thing where people realized that we were gathering every Tuesday afternoon, and these were conversations that they wanted to have. And so that morphed into Wednesday community night after about 6 months, when we had enough community come in and say, we really want to know about these conversations that you're having about astrology, numerology, shamanism, energy healing, crystal healing, emotional maturity, and personal growth and development. And so we began meeting every Wednesday night in community, and we've had a free public love offering on Wednesday night for 5 years now. And it's been such a wonderful space for us, a way to connect with the community and serve in a way that offers loving kindness and ancient wisdom for modern times to absolutely anybody who wants it or needs it. And so we have frequent flyers here that have been in and out for 5 years. And then we have people that we get to meet, you know, as they're passing through. But Wednesday night community night is really, it's really our flagship here. It's our lighthouse here that draws people in to let this tiny little town out in the middle of nowhere know that there are people with open minds and open hearts here to talk about absolutely anything holistic wellness and spiritual that they want to talk about. And then from Wednesday nights 5 years ago, the same people that were coming in every week started saying, well, we want even more of this. We want a deeper dive into this subject, particularly shamanism and magical practice. And so then we started doing these weekend retreats. And then we noticed that the same people were coming every month. And so Dharma and I took some time and sat down and placed a structured curriculum that said, okay, if somebody was going to come in and sit with us for a day for the purpose of taking spiritual leadership over their own life, what would that container look like? What would that wisdom body look like? And we put a year-long program together that is incredibly beautiful and well-rounded in taking the wisdom of the heart and the wisdom of the mind and the wisdom of the past, the present, and the future, combining them all together in one program that you come in with excitement and willingness to come into the next chapter of your life, and the willingness and the ability to write that chapter yourself by the time you finish your year in a day training here. So that's how we spend the bulk of our time in community and in sisterhood. We do allow men into our program, but this is largely a feminine-driven program. And so all are welcome here. And we really love couples. We really love to have families and couples come into the program together. It's like that saying, the family that prays together stays together. So we love to see the family dynamic here, and we keep most of our things open for older children and families. So I think that's all about the mystery school. I think that's what I wanted to share there. You have anything you want to ask me?
I had myself on mute, so it didn't go back and forth. There aren't any questions yet. Does anybody have a question for Summer? You can unmute yourself if you have a question.
I'll keep talking, and then if y'all have a question, just unmute and pop in with that. The mystery school has open enrollment all year long. So we have a big enrollment on May 1st on Beltane, and then we keep open enrollment all year long. It's a cyclical program. It's not a beginning and an end program. You can come in and catch in the flow of the elemental wave that we're in, and just keep riding that elemental wave through the cycle of the program. So the next enrollment time for that is going to be the last weekend of this month, and Dharma will be guiding that training intensive for a offering called Empowering the Empath. So I'm glad that she's here, because at some point I hope that she gets on the line and talks to us about empowering the empath and how it can absolutely change your life to empower yourself with the skills and the gifts of the empath that has mastered his or her own energy. So enrollment to the mystery school is still open, and we just began a yoga teacher training here as well. We practice Kundalini yoga as a spiritual practice and physical health practice here at the sanctuary. And a lot of people for a lot of time have been asking for a yoga teacher training. We began that on June the 1st. And I just want to say to all the students that are in that container, this is probably the most fun that I have ever had teaching anything in my life. It has been such an honor and such a pleasure so far to see people with just radical excitement and passion to learn the powerful technology of Kundalini yoga and the way that it allows you to lift and raise spiritual energy throughout your system for the purpose of personal development and personal mastery. And watching this beautiful room fill up with beautiful people that are so excited to go on this journey with me is just really lighting my fire right now. And I think I just want to say that Kundalini yoga is a little bit different than most yoga classes that you're going to attend here in the United States. Yoga in most places here in the US is pretty westernized. It's all beautiful. It's all yogas are beautiful practices. But in America, we've taken a lot of the chanting and the mantras and the prayers and the blessings out. And so I really appreciate being a yoga studio owner so that I can just run my yoga class in the way that feels the truest to me. And for me, that's yoga as a spiritual practice. And that includes all the mantras, the prayers, the blessings, along with the physical movement as well. So yeah, this has been since June the 1st. I guess we're on day 10 of yoga teacher training. And I've never been this excited to teach anything ever before. I just thought that I loved it all before I really, really am in love with this yoga teacher training program and all the people in it. Makes it exciting to come to work every day.
So Empowering the Empath is on the 29th. Is that what you said?
The 28th.
The weekend of the 29th?
It's the last weekend of June. Dharma, do you want to come on the line and talk about that a little bit?
You're ready. We just got that set up.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to be offering light language, I think, that weekend, maybe.
You are.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting, especially because of our topics. Because one of the things that we can get covered up with in our empathy when we like to really get involved with everybody's stuff and we don't realize that we've invited that to our attention. And because it happens when we're really little and we need to protect ourselves, or we feel we need to protect ourselves. And when we have all the extra mirror neurons that it takes to be empathic, then we actually do feel what other people are actually feeling. And they look at us and tell us that they're not feeling that. And we're like, uh-huh, okay. Really? Tell your face or something. But anyway, so yes, sometimes as we grow up and we don't have any teachers or trainers or anybody to tell us how we're supposed to use this gift, and so it becomes a curse. And my job, as I see it in this coming weekend, is to dispel the myths, allow you to see the potential of your gift, and give you some ways to clear yourself up so you don't have the magnetic attracting thought space of a junkyard. Because that is what gets an empath that doesn't understand their level of control of that mechanism. That's what happens, is we get inundated with everybody's heaviness. And then we begin to think it's ours, and then our body responds to that, and we're just like, I can't take any more of anybody's stuff. We hear that a lot in the class. So my job, as I see it, is to give you the information, the tools, and the experience to be able to see just how powerful your freedom of choice is. Aho.
Yep. So I am going to be muting myself so that the camera doesn't keep coming back to me. So remind me again how long you've been offering this mystery school. It used to be called something else, but now it's mystery school, right?
Well, it's the Shamanic Priestessing Mystery School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it is a collection of information and teachings, and it's like Summer said, a container, right? It's a container for growth, for empowerment, for healing and expansion. So it's not just, I've never attended a mystery school, but I think that what you're offering out there is different, right? It's different in the way that you offer things from different perspectives, and it's not just about womanhood. They want to say womanhood, right? It's not just about womanhood. It's also about how to live in the world, how to heal, how to help others, balancing all of yourself, physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental, and expanding that. And I love the fact that you bring in other people, guest speakers, and I also love the fact that I think Summer, you called it, I'm going to butcher what you called it, cyclable or cyclable, to where they can come in at any point, right? So it's not like, oh, if you didn't sign up at the end of June, you have to wait an entire another year. I love it that they can come in at any time, and it just runs until that year and a day, right? Why is it a year and a day? Tell me about that.
In many spiritual traditions, a commitment is not forever, it's a year and a day. So oftentimes people would hand fast, they would get married, but the commitment was for a year and a day. And on that year and a day. The couple could come back together and renegotiate the terms of their partnership, and or choose to end, renegotiate, or continue their journey. And that also is the way of, in a lot of magical practices and traditions, coming into divine union within yourself, making a commitment to the marriage of the parts of you, the wholeness within you, committing to a year and a day of spiritual practice, magical practice, whatever shamanic lineage you choose, and making that commitment for a year and a day. I am here to show up for myself every single day and learn as much as I can about me and see who I am a year and a day from now. So it's a commitment to yourself, but it's through many different traditions and many different ways that we commit for a year and a day.
And so you were going to share something with us. Are you still going to share something with us?
And I am. I'm really, really excited. We have been in this physical space for 5.5 years, and we'll continue to be in this space until the end of December. So we'll have our shamanic priestessing program, all of our yoga, all of our holistic fairs every month. We'll be here in the same space that we know and love as the sanctuary. And then the sanctuary is going to get a new home. And that new home is being built right now, right down the road. And it will be equipped with even more than what this space is equipped with. So this is a commercial space that we have here. And we do retreats here. But the only thing that we have not loved about our own retreats is not being able to sleep under the same roof at night and cooking our own meals next to our sisters, you know. And so that immersed container has been missing for us, and it's no longer missing. We are going to celebrate our 6-year anniversary as Open Hearts Sanctuary in our brand new facility that is 4,000 square feet of yoga studio and bedrooms. So we will have a beautiful community kitchen where we can cook and eat together. The inside sleeps 24 in bunkhouse style rooms, and then the private cabins, there's 6 private cabins that will be going up in the spring. So the main building will be ready to celebrate on January 1st, our 6-year anniversary. And then over the spring, more cabins will be added. So I'm so excited. I have wanted and dreamed this for our space, for our community, for a really long time. And I shared this before, you know, Dharma and I have really put our whole beings into the sanctuary for the last 6 years. And seeing this finally come into form where we're no longer just a commercial space, you know, we are we're building a house, we're building a home, we're building a structure that is truly our sanctuary that belongs to us and the community that is on sacred land that is right next to a creek. Our place right now is on a road called Fall Creek Highway. Well, that's actually a creek. And so the back border of our retreat center property is Fall Creek. And it is just gorgeous, beautiful land, nature, private, quiet, serene. So people will be able to come to yoga just 10 minutes down the road in the country every day. So it's close enough to the city where we have easy access to modern conveniences, but we're out in nature where we can take nature walks and hikes and be on what is truly a retreat when we come to gather together.
In what you just shared, I didn't hear store. Will you still have the crystal store?
I think that the crystal shop is probably going to be a vendor at the holistic fair. I don't think it's going to be up all the time. I think that when we do our monthly fairs, we're going to have a bigger space for more vendors and more space outside. And I think Open Hearts Crystal Boutique will no longer be a dedicated space, but we will come out to our own fairs as vendors there.
Okay, so you'll be having your holistic fairs at this new space.
Yes, bigger,
Cool.
and even better. Yes, so excited.
What that puts another spin on the light language immersion weekends that Sharon and I do, because we were going to do one in December. So we need to rethink it because we really want to have it at your new location.
It's going to
So
be
we'll
ready.
have to rethink the date.
It's going to be ready at Thanksgiving, but I'm still going to be like moving everything out of this space into the next. So if you're going to be ready in December, I'm going to be ready, but it'll be open to the public beginning January 1st.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because we really wanted to have the next one there in December, but I don't have a date. So we'll talk about that. I'm thinking mid-December because Christmas is the next.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'm excited to have the new sanctuary christened and blessed by the light language immersion. What a beautiful way to bring it to life.
That would be great. That would really, really be great for us, and for the community. And I know everyone's really excited about it. So is there anything that you want to share about what's going on in the conscious, in the collective consciousness?
I really do. There's these themes that are coming up for me right now as I connect with friends and as I connect with the community. And part of that is just really staying grounded in your own spirituality and staying present with your own journey. Just, staying in your own lane is one of my favorite, ways to just manage my own energy. When I notice that I'm distracted by other people's behavior, that's absolutely none of my business. I have a guide that will come in and say, Summer, stay in your own lane. And it's gotten to be somewhat of a practice for me today, at this time in my life. But I'm noticing that when people come to me in guidance, over the last several months, I've really just given gentle reminders, hey, friend, what does that have to do with you? Stay in your own journey, stay in your own lane. And when their energy is leaking and seeking, it's like stay in your own journey. So I'm just noticing that right now that there seem to be a lot of distractions. And are we falling for them or not? Are we coming back to self, to our own journey, staying in our own lanes? And are we recognizing all this external stuff for the distraction that it really is? And in my own personal life and in my own journey, I've really had to kind of come to Jesus with myself about the ways that I derail myself from my purpose on the planet with, the drama stories of life and participating in those. And I've just come to know about myself that when I'm playing into other people's drama stories or I'm creating my own, that I'm not on my own journey for the reason that Source put me here. Source put me here for a reason. I was given a job to do and I'm devoted to it. And I'm very immersed and grounded in my earthly life, in my family, and my personal life. But I'm also grounded in my service to the world. And I've reached a place in my journey where I'm just not willing to allow distractions to derail me. And those kind of distractions might be gossip, negativity. He said, she said, so and so doesn't like you, so and so this, that, and the other. And I'm like, that just has nothing to do with me. It also has nothing to do with you. Stay in your journey. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why am I here on the planet? And being true to that, because all this other stuff externally it's a derailment from purpose. So I'm really devoted to the path. I spent a lot of years being distracted by this, that, and the other, and I don't have any more time to waste. And I know a lot of healers on the planet that are in the same place that I am right now. I don't have any more time to waste. I have wasted enough of my life, and we're in a space in evolution and expansion on the planet that it's time to do what we came here to do. And the little distractions that we can make very big, they're just not worth it. They're just not worth the being derailed from what we came here to do. So I'm here to serve. I'm here to learn so that I can teach. I'm here to learn so that I can grow. I'm here to learn so that I can love. So that's what I'm focused on. And when people are coming to me for guidance, that's really where I'm taking them back to that. Why are you here? What do you really want out of life? What do you want to do? What did Source send you here for? I'm no longer in a space of looking for purpose. And I think that a lot of people even get derailed by that. I'm looking for my purpose. Your purpose is to learn and to teach what you know so that other people can grow as well, and on and on and on. We just keep passing the wisdom down. So as long as we're learning, we're growing, and we're fulfilling our purpose on the planet.
It's so true. No one has a question for Summer? Oh my goodness, you're passing up on all this wisdom she can share. Somebody has to have a question. Are you all asleep? It's because we muted you, right? You can unmute yourself.
I can hear them laughing in the next room.
So, we were just having a conversation, was it today or a couple of days ago maybe, but we were just having that conversation about focus, about not buying into the distractor programs. There are a lot of them out there right now. And also about living in a higher frequency, when you're focused on the gossip, when you're focused on someone else's path and what someone else is doing, and even I'm just going to say this. So even aligning with their hardships, right? Aligning with their heartbreaks. You're not upholding healing and light for them. You're upholding their hardships and their heartbreaks,
Yeah.
And so we were just having that conversation about that, about keeping our vibration, our frequency high, so that we can bring the consciousness of the universe up to a higher frequency, instead of remaining in that place of chaos and drama, third dimensional energies, to get past and above that.
This is exactly what Dharma is going to be speaking deeply to in empowering the empath. All this external energy, when we don't know how to manage our own internal energy so that we can be aware of what's really going on inside and out, we're unaware of what is ours, what is theirs, what is a distraction, and what is really here for us and for us. And the conversations that we've been having in this room lately and online is the best protection for yourself is to be who you really are, to embody who you really are at the highest level to which you are willing to go, to embody the highest light to which you are willing to emit. And the best protection I know from my own distractions and from outside influences is to stay in that high vibration. And the way that I do that myself is not necessarily all of the clearing and healing and energetic practices. It's a laser focus on what my purpose is. What is my purpose? What is my intent? What is my intent? If I'm here in devotion to Source by learning and healing and loving and sharing that, if I keep my focus on that, then I'm being true to myself, to my purpose on the planet, and then any kind of arrows that are coming to me, they don't touch me, they don't reach me, because I'm not worried about those arrows and they can't pierce my light. I'm not worried about what others say or what others do or what their project is, or this thing that, we call competition energy or anything like that. If I'm just doing what my heart tells me to do and I'm staying focused on that, then I have passion, then I have fire for life, I have purpose for life, and my vibe is high. And then if I notice that I'm externally distracted, and any kind of jealousy or competition, or I wish I had that, or I wish I was doing that, is coming in for me, I think I really want people to know and become aware that if you want something that somebody else has, that is an excellent indicator of the next place for you to go. Not to take what they have or to begrudge them what they've created or their natural gifts, but to notice and recognize in yourself, I want that. Ooh, that's within me. I can do that. I want to learn that. I want to create something like that. I want to be a part of that. I want to help with that. I want to be in leadership there and do that. That is when you're coming from the spirit instead of wound. When you're listening to the exact same information that's coming in, but you're listening with your spirit instead of the wound. And then you know that the desire that's coming in is just leading you to the next thing that you're going to learn and that you're going to create, and that there's enough for everybody. We are such unique divine expressions of Source that we can create 100 yoga studios, 100 wellness centers, and 100 learning programs, and they're all going to be unique and beautiful. So feeling any kind of negativity towards anybody else for what they're creating or what they're embodying or just who they are for existing is a call to awareness within. If that person is just shining a light on what is ready to be embodied and created within you, that's just your soul going, hey, you need to create. I want to create. I want to be bigger. I want to shine brighter. And we all have the power within ourselves to do that. So I want to use everything as a turnaround towards awareness within myself, whether it feels good, bad, or ugly, or indifferent in the moment. I want to take all the information that comes to me and use it to embody the highest expression of who I am. And I hope that I am doing the best that I can to guide others to do the same as well.
So we do have a question, not off topic, but so Monica Feemster is asking, do you have an Etsy store for your crystals? So I know that you do. Okay, they do, Monica. And how do they get access to that?
So if you go to Open Heart Crystal Boutique on Facebook or on Instagram, there is a link in the bio that takes you straight to the Etsy shop. And I'm so glad that Monica asked that, because the crystal shop is not going to be put in a storage box. All of these things, these beautiful things that we have in the shop that have absorbed so much Reiki and sound healing and good juju from being in this wellness center, all these things will be listed online. And Open Hearts Crystal Boutique will still be open, just not for foot traffic. It will be open for special events, and then stay online 24/7. The shop will be open for everyone.
Open Heart Crystal Boutique.
Yes, Open Hearts Crystal Boutique. And then also, if we're friends on Facebook and you hit my little link tree button, it'll take you to my link tree, which has our website, our Etsy shop, how to book a private appointment with me, and how to register for our programs.
Okay, I'm just going to add that on.
So I would like to add a little dimension to the pay as you go or jump in anytime idea, because all the sections, individual sections of the priestessing program, you can come to just one, and it can be the only time you ever come here. Basically what I'm saying is, if you feel like you want to come to an empath class, you don't have to wait for one to be publicly announced aside from the school program. We're offering it inside the school program, and you can come even if you've never heard of the school before.
So if you just want to come and visit Granbury, Texas, and empower the empath within you, come and join us for one weekend. And you can find the details and information about that on our website. And then you can also email us or message us on Facebook, and or give us a call on our business line.
Because I know that like when I am there as a guest speaker, I know that people can sign up just to come for those 2 hours. So I put that link on the live. Anybody else? I'm sorry. Did I cut you off? Dharma, were you saying something else?
I just had a thought, and I don't know if it needs to be said, but if people are coming to see you for any reason, do they need to have any appointment with you during that weekend? Or can they just sign up and be there and do whatever happens? I'm asking if there's any private time that they can have with you if they're seeking it, since you're in town.
I don't know how it works. It used to be that they would pay just for my 2-hour presentation through the store. Mm-hmm. But I think what happened was that people found the value of staying the whole day, right? They thought they were coming just for my 2-hour presentation, but then they got immersed in what was going on. Mm-hmm. So I haven't, for a year or ever how long, I haven't encouraged anybody just to pay for my presentation. Perfect. Right?
Perfect. Thank you.
So can a person pay? They can pay just for the weekend, right? They don't have to be in the mystery school or the program. They can, if they want to attend just that retreat, just that portion of the teachings, yes. They can just pay for that one weekend, right? That's through the store.
Yeah, those tickets are up on the website, and then you can pay in the shop as well, so that we can register you for the class. And I think that what Dharma was asking is that if you ever, Patricia, wanted to take private clients because they want to see you in person and you happen to be in Granbury, I think she was suggesting that if you wanted to take private clients here, you could, like you do at the Holistic Fair. And Patricia is here with us not for every holistic fair, but the bulk of them. And that's when you can come in and get a one-on-one session with her during the fair and just check in on our fair schedule and see when she's going to be with us.
Right. I don't think that I would want to, I mean, during the fair, as far as me offering personal sessions at the sanctuary, just as, I guess, as a one-off, the answer would be no, because it takes me an hour to drive there, right? So I would have to schedule a full day there. And so